Hello, my friends. Welcome to my YouTube channel Target 100 in Mathematics by Shivesh Kumar Singh. And today we are going to talk about very important thing about the questions, how to prove any questions in the set theory, because there are so many misconceptions in this lesson. Okay, so try to understand this. Let's start the lesson. Before discussing the question, I would like to draw your attention on one thing, that if you want to prove that A is the subset of B, means A means any set, it can be any set. Okay, it can be combination of sets like A union B, A minus B, or anything. It is not necessarily to be A only. Okay, now if you have to prove that, basically my meaning is left hand side is the subset of right hand side. Okay, so if you want to prove this, how you will prove this thing? You will assume a general element, let X belongs to left hand side be any element. Okay, and then by using the given definition or whatever condition is given, using given definition or conditions, whatever is given in the question, what you will show? That you will show that the same element X also belongs to right hand side. Okay, now try to understand what I am trying to convey here. I have taken one general element, it is not a fixed element, yes, one general element in the left hand side, and then using some conditions or definitions, I will show that the same element also belongs to right hand side. So can we say that every element of left hand side will belong to the right hand side? Yes, because X has no condition. X is the general element. So if every element of left hand side belongs to right hand side, then don't you think that this is the definition of the subset? So left hand side will be subset of right hand side. Yes or no? Okay, so this is one part. Another thing, if you want to prove in any question, if you want to show that left hand side is equal to right hand side, means any set here or combination of set, and some sets or combination of sets will be here also, and you want to show that left hand side will be equal to right hand side. So you will prove this question in two parts. First part, you will show that left hand side is the subset of right hand side, and the second part you will show that the right hand side is the subset of left hand side. Okay, because you know that if I say X is less than or equal to Y and Y is less than or equal to X, from these two inequalities what conclusion you can get? X is equal to Y. Same here, if I say left hand side is the subset of right hand side, and then I prove that right hand side is also the subset of left hand side, then what possibility you have? You will be left only with one chance, that is left hand side will be equal to right hand side. Okay, so if you want to prove the question in equal to, then you will do it into two parts, and believe me that one part if you understand, second part will be very easy for you. Okay, I'll try explain with the questions. Let's see. First of all, they say that if or A is the subset of B, implies and is implied by, understand this meaning, this is called implies and is implied by, means this is a bidirectional statement. Okay, bidirectional, or you can say if and only if, or you, in short, you can write like this, IFF. Okay, meaning is same. Okay, if you see in your exam that IFF is written, so don't think that a spelling mistake is there. Okay, IFF means if and only if. So it is a bidirectional statement. It means that if you consider A as the subset of B, then you will have to prove that B dash, means complement of B, will be subset of complement of A. So first part we are going to show that if A is the subset of B, means this is given, then we will show that complement of B will be subset of complement of A. Okay, now what I told you, that if you have to prove that left hand side is the subset of right hand side, then what you will show? You will consider one element in B in the left hand side. So here you will assume that let X belongs to B complement. What does it mean? Now here comes the definition of complement. What I told you in the complement of a set, if it belongs to B dash, it means it will not belong to B. Yes or no? Because I told you B and B dash both are opposite to each other. Okay. Now, you see here, A is the subset of B. So it means which set is bigger, A or B? B is the bigger set. Yes, B is the superset. So if I say some element belongs to A, then necessarily it will belong to B because A is smaller. But if I say some element belongs to B, then you can say, okay, it may belong to B, or it may belong to A, or it may not belong to A. Yes, but if I say some element doesn't belong to B, okay, I'll take one example here just to make sure that you understand it. Okay, 1, 2 is the subset of 1, 2, 3. So this is A, this is B. Now I say 2 belongs to B. Yes, and you can see 2 also belongs to A. So it may be, it may not be. 3 belongs to B, but you can see 3 doesn't belong to A because B is the superset. B is the bigger set. But if I say 5 doesn't belong to B, yes or no? 5 here you don't see in B. So can we say that 5 may belong to A? No, it is not possible because A is very small. So A is the smaller set than B. So what you will say? That if an element doesn't belong to the superset, it cannot belong to the subset also. And if X doesn't belong to A, then where it will belong? It will belong to A complement. So what we have started? We have started with X in B dash, and then we have shown that X is also in A dash. So it means B dash will be the subset of A dash. This is first part of the question. I told you that if it is if and only if, then you will have to do question in 2 parts. So this is the first part. Now second part will be its reverse. I will try to write in the same page so that you can see the difference. So second part is, if B dash is the subset of A dash, then show that A is the subset of B. So what you will do here? Here again we will assume let X belongs to the left hand side means A. So it means what? If X belongs to A, it means X cannot belong to A dash. I told you A and A dash are opposite to each other. Now here you see B dash is the subset of A. So A dash is the bigger set. So if any element doesn't belong to the bigger set, it means it cannot belong to the subset as well. So if X doesn't belong to B dash, where it will belong? It will belong to B. Yes. So it means A is the subset of B. Okay. See, both the things we have proved. Like this. So if you see that if you remember the definitions and conditions, then it's very easy for you to prove it. Okay. Let's see some other questions. Like here they say if A and B are non-empty sets, then prove that A minus B is equal to A intersection B dash, means B complement. Okay. So we have to show that they are equal. So for equal, what I told you, you will solve the question in 2 parts. First part will be left hand side will be the subset of right hand side. Okay. And second part will be right hand side will be the subset of left hand side. So just pay attention only on the first part because second part will be reverse of the first part. Okay. So what I told you, if you want to prove that left hand side is the subset of right hand side, so what you will do here? You will consider one element X in the left hand side. Okay. Be any element. It is the general element. Okay. Without any condition. So here, if X belongs to A minus B, so what is the definition of A minus B? A minus B is the collection of all those elements which belong to A, but it doesn't belong to B. Okay. Just you need to write in the proper way. That's all. So if X belongs to A and X doesn't belong to B, so where it will belong? X will belong to B complement. Yes. Now you can see X belongs to A and X belongs to B dash. So it means X is common to both A and B dash. And where common elements lie? Common elements lies in intersection. So X will belong to A intersection B dash. So what you can see here, we have taken an element from the left hand side and we have shown that the same element lies in right hand side also. So it means A minus B will be the subset of A intersection B dash. This is first equation. Now coming to the second part, as I have told you, second part is the reverse order of the first part. Okay, so just start from here, okay, and go like this, then it will be finished. Let x belongs to A intersection B dash. See, I have written this last line here. Then the second last line, this one, it will come here. It means x belongs to A and x belongs to B dash. It means x belongs to A and x belongs to, doesn't belong to B. And if x belongs to A and x doesn't belong to B, what does it mean? It means x will belong to A minus B. Yes or no? It means A intersection B dash is the subset of A minus B. And this is equation number 2. So from 1 and 2, you can write A minus B equal to A intersection B dash. Okay, so this I took some easy examples for you. Okay, now let's talk about three sets. Okay, how to deal with the three sets when many operations will be given in one question. For example, this is the question. Procedure will remain same. Okay, method is same. See, we have to show again left hand side is equal to right hand side. So first is left hand side as the subset of right hand side. Now, I will try to explain you this and then you will do the another part yourself maybe, okay? See, what we are going to do, we are considering one element from left hand side, okay? Be an arbitrary element. Arbitrary means general, okay? Without any condition, arbitrary element. So what does it mean? See, this you take as one set and this is another set. So A minus, this you take as x. So A minus x means element belonging to A but not belonging to B union C, because B union C is after minus. So minus means it belongs to the first set but it doesn't belong to the second set. Yes. Now if x belongs to A, okay, very good, let it belong. Then x doesn't belong to B union C, and if you remember, I told you two statements, one positive, one for negative, for both union and intersection. So if x doesn't belong to B union C, what does it mean? It means x doesn't belong to B and x doesn't belong to C. Okay, now here x belongs to A and x doesn't belong to B. Okay, and because everywhere we have and, so x belongs, just we are regrouping it. Okay, x belongs to A and x doesn't belong to C. So this is x belongs to A and x doesn't belong to B. What does it mean? It means x belongs to A minus B. Same here, x doesn't belong to A minus C. Okay, because x belongs to A and x doesn't belong to C. So using definition of difference of the sets, we can write this. Now you see, x belongs to A minus B and x, sorry, it is belongs to, okay. X belongs to A minus C as well. It means what? X is common to both A and C. So if it is common, it means it will lie in the intersection. So x belongs to A minus B intersection A minus C. So what we have done? We have taken one element from the left side and we have shown that the same element belongs to the right hand side. It means left hand side, that is A minus B union C, will be the subset of A minus B intersection A minus C. This is the first equation. Similarly, you can prove the second equation. As I have told you, second part will be just reverse order of the first part. Okay, so just try to complete this question yourself, and if you face any problem, write in the comment, then I will try to explain you this question completely. Okay, now there is a misconception in such questions that I started with this. Okay, see, what are the misconceptions? I will tell you. If I will get some space. Okay, see, This is the correct method, okay? I'm telling, because question was prove that or show that. Okay, question was prove that. So this is the complete and correct method for you. Now, if some students do in this question, like they assume let A is equal to 1, 2, 3, B is equal to 7, 8, 9, and C is equal to 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then they solve left hand side, they solve right hand side, and then they show that okay, both are equal. But this is wrong method. Why? Because if you consider the example, this is not proof, this is verify that. If you have to verify, then you will do like this by taking the examples. But if they say that prove that, then you will go with the general method, what I explained to you. Okay, like here I explained you this one. This is the general method and this is the verification only. So if they want to make it easy, they will say verify. But if they want you to see your knowledge, then they will say prove that. Okay, I'm sure that this video you like it and you understand something. And if you think that it will increase your knowledge, please subscribe my channel and share with your friends. Thank you.